This is an update video and video showing the subwoofer rattles on the 2016 Civic Touring trim. I'm getting really tired of dealing with this issue, but it bugs me to death. American Honda has placed the blame on the issue solely on me, saying that I have the volume too high. I don't think that having the volume at around 15 or 20 out of 40 is too high. Regardless, I paid extra money for a premium sound system, and even if I wanted to play it at 30 or 35 out of 40, it should not have an issue with a rattle so bad. And they're also saying that I'm playing a certain type of music that the system isn't designed for. But pretty much any song in modern music has bass. And it's certainly something where I hear the rattle every time I listen to a song. I picked up my car from the dealer service department today for the third time. The service advisor said it was fixed and that they tried everything they possibly could, every solution and every way they could to reinforce the back where the subwoofer is. I totally believe them, and I could definitely feel where there are certain parts of the brake light housing that are stronger and more reinforced. But as soon as I got in the car and tried a song, the rattle was immediately apparent and is still there. I spoke to the service tech there who is somebody that's deeply into car audio and is an award-winning car audio installer, and he and I discussed what was going on. At first, he also said that my settings were way too high and the volume was way too high. So I was pretty defensive at first about that because I feel like, again, I'm being blamed for this issue. But everybody out there with the Touring knows that it's not something that is dependent on the user. It's just a bad system. And at this point, I take his meaning to basically mean that, yeah, there is a design flaw there, and if I want to avoid it, I have to turn the subwoofer down. But the service at where I went, which was Honda North, they're very nice, and I think they did everything they possibly could. They very much worked at it and didn't just brush me aside. They definitely took me serious, but I do not believe they have the capability to fix this issue. This is something the Honda has to address themselves. I've wasted 3 trips to the dealer and many hours trying to figure this out. Other people have spent up to $300 on their own solutions to this problem. This is not something anyone should have to do. No one should have to pay an extra cent for something they paid for to work under warranty. I paid extra for this trim level just so I could have premium audio, and now I feel like I have to unplug the whole subwoofer or go a different route and get somebody who specializes in car audio to fix this. And unless Honda is willing to come up with an actual solution to this or give us compensation for our time and money to create our own solutions, I cannot recommend buying this car. So I'm going to take the camera around to the back and play some music so that you can see the rattle is still there. First, I want to show that the settings are very reasonable. Pretty much default. Of course, I do like playing with the higher subwoofer and bass, but if there's a setting that can go higher, obviously the system was supposed to allow me to do that. But we'll leave it in the middle right now, just so we can be fair and balanced. And if you notice the volume, it's right in the middle. It's on 20. I'll even put it down to 18. So we don't see that it's very high or anything like that. It's not beyond the system limits. The first song I'm going to start is Chamake by Blood Orange. Probably mispronounced that, but oh well.
Yeah. Alley Disease by Nate Dogg and Shane Scheist.